Sorry, that lightsaber gets me every time. Hey everybody, welcome back. Did a stream about an hour ago, or that ended about an hour ago, taking a look at the Death Star DLC. I guess I should start by saying I'm your host, Nathan P. Butler. This is my channel. I'll get into all that spiel here in a second, but if you are looking for detailed information on a lot of the changes made for Death Star, check out the stream released just before this. It is the Battlefront Livestream podcast, episode number 45. Same name as this video, except change the number to 45. Everything else in the name is the exact same. That'll make it easy for you to find it online. This stream is specifically going to be dedicated to trying to check out the new battle station mode from Death Star and give you a chance to see the new heroes, or hero and villain, I guess you'd say, Bossk and Chewbacca, that I wasn't able to show in that previous stream. All right, so again, this is my channel. You can find things here like the Star Wars vlog I have called The Voice of Reason or Lack Thereof, with an important one on intellectual honesty in Star Wars discussion from the Star Wars Home Video Library, with looks at different Star Wars home video releases from the US and elsewhere. One of the most comprehensive, if not the most comprehensive, looks at those that has been done. You can also find things like Fantasy Flight Games reviews and whatnot. You can find my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere, over at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline. The new edition for 2016, capping out at over 3,000 pages, combined between 5 documents, will be out on October 17th. And if you're interested in podcasts, you can check out my podcast with Mark Hurleman, Star Wars Beyond the Films, where we talk about legend and canon stories, including recent releases on Bloodline and Life Debt. Over at StarWarsReport.com. You can also check out Cloud City Casino, a Star Wars gaming podcast for tabletop and video gaming I host with Michael Morris, also on StarWarsReport.com. All right, so let's check it out. We looked at this a little bit earlier, but a quick refresher for those who weren't able to see the previous stream. There are 2 new diorama pieces. I'm not going to jump in, but it is Chewbacca and Bossk. Essentially, one is basically dealing, I guess I'll go ahead because I forget what one of them was for. One of them is for basically knocking out all the star cards. Hey Shane, hey Scion, welcome back. One of them is for getting kills with all the different star cards and blasters now available from the new Death Star DLC, at least for Season Pass holders. The other one, I forget what it was for. We'll take a look here real quick. But there's only 2 new diorama pieces, which is fine because really, who gives a shit about the diorama, to be honest. While this is loading, speaking of this being the launch window now for Death Star, this is day 1 for Death Star. Keep in mind, this weekend, it will be a double points, double XP weekend to celebrate Death Star for Season Pass holders, though whether it's just for those playing Death Star or for everyone has not been confirmed, I don't think. There you go, that's the other one. Reach level 75, or rank 75 for Chewbacca. I'm assuming that'll jump from 0 to 75 once you actually do another leveling up. I'm at 70, next level up is 71. Presumably that'll jump to, say, 71, and it'll register each time you level up after that. The new cap is 90. So, holy crap, there's 20 ranks worth of ridiculous grinding still to go. Which I guess is fine, because last time it took us up to 70, and we were playing more hut contracts way after already reaching the level cap, which was kind of annoying because it could only benefit you for credits. Pardon me. Nothing new for missions, nothing new for skirmish. Hey, Kenny, we now have also, I guess I should say, under your star cards, the new store as a way to buy them. Locking and unlock filters to see what you have or haven't unlocked, but if something is unlocked but not upgraded, it will not show up under locked anymore. Your hand now includes your trait card, so you will have to reset that. The separate trait block down there is gone. Blasters, we have 2 new ones, both with a secondary fire ability, both from hut contracts, a new heavy blaster and a new pistol. Again, we looked at that in the last stream earlier today, and 2 new star cards for what it's worth. Also, hut contract related medical droid and laser trip mine. Under the hut contracts, we now have 6 new ones. 2 for weapons, 2 for regular star cards, 2 for upgraded. And now you can sort by locked, unlocked, and active. So I have 2 of the new ones active here, but I've been playing mostly Starfighter based stuff, so very little has happened with those except getting kills playing as an Imperial soldier, although it says Empire soldier, which is stupid grammar. It's like I'm reading a Chuck Wendig novel. They've also changed appearance, so now you essentially change the head and body separately from changing the rest of the character. Imperial, you apparently now have only options of helmets, and your trooper type. And then the store now allows you to go in and purchase some more stuff. And Sion, you're going to have to probably ask those questions again because I'm in the process of trying to explain this, not answering the questions as they go. So most of them that went by that seem to be like favorite this, favorite that has kind of zipped past. All right, so that said, we're going to take a look at the new modes. You're going to be kind of disappointed if you're expecting that since this is a Fighter Squadron Starfighter-based update to the game, that, boy, there'll be all kinds of cool new modes. But not really, because all we had before really was Fighter Squadron. So what do we have for Death Star? We've got Fighter Squadron with 24 players this time, Blast with 24, and then Battle Station. Those are the only modes in this DLC. You have 10 modes in the original game. Outer Rim has 5 modes. Bespin has 7 modes. Death Star has 3 modes. None of which are even hero-based, so unless you happen to get Chewbacca or Boskin Blast, you're going to be playing outside of the Death Star mode, or maybe on Battle Station, the middle part. You're going to be playing outside of Death Star just to be able to play as the new Death Star heroes, which I haven't had a chance to show yet because I have not been doing so. All right, so that said, we're going to jump into Battle Station. This is the new mode. Starfighters, indoors, Starfighter. Not indoor, indoors on the Death Star. This does introduce new space maps and whatnot, and for what it's worth, kind of looking ahead on this, when you spawn in Starfighter mode, since this is not Bespin, you don't get the Cloud Car option. You are back to just X-Wing and A-Wing or TIE Fighter, TIE Interceptor. The A-Wing shield has been replaced by a boost. The TIE Interceptor's missile has been replaced by sort of a rapid fire without cooldown. The targeting reticle, when you do a soft lock-on with, in this case, L2, now has a burnout type thing where it'll get to a point where your lock will be lost, which is kind of asinine, but whatever. There is a new hero ship on either side. For the Rebels, it is Red 5, which is just another X-Wing, basically, with different abilities. For the Imperials, it is the TIE Advanced, flown by Darth Vader in A New Hope, which has shield, a boost, and the rapid fire thing. I haven't played as Red 5 yet. And while someone is the TIE Advanced or as Red 5, you have the ability to spawn in as a wingmate, very much like when Leia is the hero, you can spawn in as a guard for her, or if Palpatine's around, you spawn in as a royal guard for him. So we're on the first part. Prevent the rebels from clearing the way for their X-Wings. Defend the Star Destroyer during the bombing raid. Here we go. Still trying to figure out exactly what it is that we're seeing here. It seems as though the number of TIE fighters that get destroyed by the rebels during the TIE fighter attack part is what determines how many Y-Wings worth of time they have to take out the Star Destroyer. Notice here, as I showed on the last stream, how when I lock on, you're going to see on the sides that little horizontal line on the side of the crosshairs, and there'll be a thing that like grows on either side that turns red. When that thing hits its maximum, your target lock is gone, even if you've maintained it the entire time and are right behind the guy. Again, kind of asinine. Notice, though, no missiles now for the TIE Interceptor. I click R1. It is essentially a rapid-fire laser barrage without overheating. So there is no missile available for an Interceptor. And boy, there's a lot of debris on this mode. All right, so Y-Wings are incoming. That means that they are going to be able to zap. It's kind of almost like Walker Assault in space. The Y-Wings are going to zap the Star Destroyer and make the different shield generators, and then eventually the sensor array, I guess it is, up top. Like this, and then there's one down on the bottom. Going to make them vulnerable to Rebel attack. The one on the bottom is right here. So, and I've only played one match of this so far, and the Rebels were not able to get it past the first stage. So at this point, it's basically destroy the Rebels before they can do their thing. And I would love to be able to fire a missile at a shielded frickin' X-Wing, except, oh wait, you have no more missiles on the Interceptor. Not a big fan of the Interceptor change, although the Interceptor does now feel more different from a TIE Fighter than it used to. Same with the A-Wing feeling more different than an X-Wing than it used to. So in that sense, we do have some variation now that wasn't there before. Whew. And again, get used to flying in the cockpit, because coming up I guess in October with its launch, PlayStation VR, there will be the virtual reality Rogue One tie-in X-Wing mission added for free to anyone who already owns Battlefront. I am totally friggin' psyched for that. Finally was able to put in my pre-order for a PlayStation VR the other day. If you are a Target customer and or anyone in your family is a Target customer and uses the Target Red Card, get the Target Red Card app. It is exclusive to Red Card holders and those who use the app to do their purchases to pre-order a PlayStation VR from Target, which is one of the few places in all of the U.S. where you can still do pre-orders for PlayStation VR at this point. You do, however, you are with PlayStation VR going to need a PlayStation camera, and you are going to probably eventually, depending on what games you're playing, need a couple of these, the Move motion controllers. If you already got them for the PlayStation 3 era, yes, they do work with the PlayStation 3 ones. They're the exact same controller. I think the logo may be different now. TIE fighters here are exactly the same as they used to be. Boost plus missile.
Our Star Destroyer is vulnerable to those.
I'm wondering if this is meant to sort of make more people play as the TIE fighters. They've also, by the way, added, I don't know if they added interceptors. I didn't note that in the patch notes, but A-Wings are now Rebel AI combatants instead of the AI combatants always being X-Wings and any A-Wing being guaranteed to be a player. Defeat the Rebel fighters. Okay, defeat the Rebel fighters. I really wish I understood how the timing of all this works.
Cruiser destroyed.
All right, so they got 3 more. Wow. Okay, so they defeated all the TIE fighters that it required, so now they're going to get their Y-Wing attack run. The Y-Wings are going to blast the Star Destroyer here. And now they've just... Oh, the Rebels just took that out. So, okay, so now that they've taken out all 3 shields, now they need to take out the... what? I'm just shooting at it to show you where it is. This part. Which is either the bridge or a sensor array. I forget if that's the bridge or if the bridge is right underneath it. I think the bridge is actually up there, along with sensor arrays. I think that's why I'm confusing them. No, you stay away from my Star Destroyer, you mother... We might actually get to see the next stage, though, because they've still got 3.5 minutes to take it out. And random, I can't answer that question because I haven't played as either yet. I've played Fighter Squadron, I've played this, but never gotten past this first stage. I was on the Rebel side last time, and we lost on this part. This is only the second time I'm trying this. Most of the last stream was spent looking at how the different options and menus and gameplay customization options have changed. So I don't know yet. So far, I mean, I love Fighter Squadron, although I don't like the fact that they changed it to 400 kills for the ending, so the last couple Fighter Squadron matches I played have just run out of time, rather than having one side get a decisive victory. Boom! There you go. But, for what it's worth, I'm digging the idea of a multi-stage battle here. I like all of the new DLC modes, extraction, sabotage, and now Battle Station, more than I liked the Turning Point Jakku add-on mode. So that's good. And now that I've got the faster connection, thank goodness I've got that connection, so I can do Fighter Squadron-based stuff and not, that was dumb, not wind up having the lag hit me hard. They're going after the top again. They got it about half. So unlike the AT-ATs, the AT-ATs, the walkers, the big metal doggies, there are 4 targets to hit that are less, that have slightly less HP hit points than the different bits and pieces of the AT-ATs do. Die, you bastard! All right. All right, we got 1.5 minutes to stop them from taking out the bridge. And we're heading towards the fighter section of the battle.
We have neutralized another cruiser.
Neutralized another cruiser. I want to say there's a new power-up I haven't seen in action yet, but I think that may be where the Y-Wings are coming from, or the Y-Wings may be the wingman for Red Leader. Red leader, Red 5. If you're playing Red 5 as a hero vehicle. But there's supposed to be a new power-up that spawns some other starfighters around you, so you're flying as like a flight group. But I don't think I've seen it yet. Or if I have, I haven't noticed that I'm seeing it. I haven't gotten one of those power-ups yet. Partly because, as you know, you don't really see a lot of power-ups out here. Ah, kill you! I kill you! Ah, bastard!
Behind you.
Flew away too fast.
Star Destroyer shields have fallen.
All right, 30 seconds. They have to take out that bridge in 30 seconds. It's going to be tight. I actually kind of hope that they do because I want to see the next stage. Yeah, they're going to do it. They're going to do it. And dang, there we go. Second stage. Rescue. In power sector. Prevent the rebels from releasing their droid. Stop the droid from escaping the Death Star. In comes the rebels. I'm an Imperial. Wah, 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 which is actually helping me on one of the contracts. Kills as an Imperial. I think it's like 20 kills as an Imperial you need to get. 20 or 30 for the first part of one of the new HUT contracts. About that load time, though. All right, defend the droid.
The rebels are attempting to retrieve a droid which has recovered vital...
Heavy blaster is another part of one of the contracts. I think that's for the Briar pistol, if I remember correctly. It may be for the other. And you still can't see specifics on your contracts while you're in a... Oh, that's nice. Oh, nope, never mind. I was gonna say, oh, hey, I can get it because it's now on the menu whenever I pause. But no, you can't get it. It just shows it to you and taunts you with what you don't have yet. Bastards. New map here, by the way. Ah! That Han Solo running down the Death Star hallway. Ah! I should have turned around and pulled a Han and ran like hell, too. But no, got shot in the back instead. Shot through the back and go. Whoa! Now, is it Arabesh or English? Are we looking at which version of the movie are we looking at?
The rebels have located
no,
the
can't
droid
tell,
and are
can't tell,
trying to
can't tell.
escape.
Oh, well,
Do not
dog.
let that happen.
Fucking around. All right. Who are you shooting, homeboy? Oh, you gotta attack him. That's it. You attack him to stop him and then guard him? That's kind of
Stop them
interesting.
in their tracks.
So it's almost like extraction in that sense. You have something you need to stop from moving that the rebels are trying to start moving again. Cool. Cool. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's a cool design.
Do not let the rebels make it
Death
to the
Star
hangar. They
droid!
are trying to escape with the droid.
Trying to escape with the droid.
To these traitors.
These droids are just chilling here. It'd be nice if they could, you know, be blown up or something, but they're just chilling. Invincible droids. I try to scratch my spot where my glasses are rubbing my nose in a weird way, making it itchy. I do like the new map design. I mean, I'm gonna get tired of it if I'm constantly playing the same freaking maps over and over again like we did with Bespin. But for now, I think it's kind of a cool new map. Thunk. Ah, you hose beast!
Work with the bounty hunter to crush
people
the
uh-oh.
scum.
Do people still say that? Do people still say hose beast anymore? I do, apparently. I'm assuming it's trying to get to a, the astromech that is.
Reinforce the detention area.
Trying to
I
get
say
to...
again, reinforce the detention
Reinforcing
area.
attention. Oh, okay. I'm assuming it's trying to get to, like, the...
He has been on our side for too long.
the docking thing, maybe?
Han Solo has been tracked and spotted near your position.
Oh no!
That smuggler
Han
must
Solo!
answer for his crimes against the
It's Han Solo. Han Solo, Solo. Yeah, he's feeling good tonight. Hit Cloud City and he feels alright. Trying to do the things he likes. Something, something, something. No Jabba to answer to, not a fixture in the Palace Zoo. Now that the Carbonite's off, well, he, so it rhymes, he's living life now that he's free.
The droid is carrying
Told him get himself together. Now he's got himself together.
Reach the detention center.
Now he's made it through the weather, and better days are gonna get better. People are like, what the fuck is he talking about? Star Wars Kinect, or Kinect Star Wars, baby. Which now I don't think I can play unless I move my Xbox into this room. Because my Star Wars office where I have the Xbox 360 set up doesn't have the room really to use Kinect. So, nah. Verdict's still out, Lego fan, but so far I'm liking it. I haven't played as Chewbacca or Bosk yet. This is the first time actually playing this part of the multi-siege mission, or multi-stage mission here. I do like it, though. I mean, I like the idea of here's an objective, and they did this with Sabotage, too. Here's an objective. Once you reach a certain point, the objective changes, and the game dynamic changes, so it's almost like playing two different ones. Holy shit, it's Chewbacca! It's either Chewbacca or somebody's gargling. Kill that droid! I wonder if you can do Dioxis damage to a droid. That'd be kind of stupid if you could, right? I need to turn my shield on. Instead, I've got the Stinger pistol I was showing on the last DLC that absolutely sucks. It would be interesting to see what they tweak with patches, because in the patch to the regular game, and they got it to the ship. So we're going on to stage 3, the trench run. Prevent the rebels from reaching the exhaust port and defend the Death Star from rebel attacks. I said refuel attack. Like, what the fuck's a refuel attack? Here we go. Just doing a quick email check. Oh. So that may have. Oh, do that during the break between. Here we go.
The rebel fighters are evading our turbo lasers. We will need to
okay,
fight
so
them
who are we
ship to
attacking?
ship.
We're attacking specific starfighters, I guess? So I guess maybe there are ones that are designated specifically to do their attack run? Die! Ah!
There's a rebel fighter behind you.
Darth Nihilus? Somewhat. I mean, Darth Nihilus didn't get enough to do in the game.
Rebel fighters incoming.
And kind of no longer exists, or at least doesn't exist in canonical timeline at this point. So whether they bring the character back should be interesting to see. Chase that son of a mother, let's go! Alright, he fired. Alright, so it's assigning pilots. So they gotta make that many runs? Within 8 minutes?
Luke Skywalker is here.
So I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on. Oh, boy!
Is his designation.
Oh, so we got a riff. Okay, let's see what happens if I try to pull a... Oh, while I'm in the trench. Ah! We almost died in the trench while you were off in France getting high with the French. If you haven't seen Hamilton or listened to Hamilton, I highly recommend it if you have any interest in history. It is fan-freaking-tastic. Which explains why I've quoted it on the last few Beyond the Films, I think. The Old Republic, I like the story angle. I wasn't a big fan of the gameplay. I only played for a little while, and everything else I've got from the timeline has been either stuff that people have sent in or me watching videos on YouTube to find out what happens. Not something I plan to actually play again. Alright, who's next? So they assigned somebody, and the people that they assigned were like, I'm not even going to try to go to the trench in one case, and just ran around like an idiot. You find it weird that when you do the boost, it's like you're outrunning your own blast. That's kind of weird. Okay. Kill, kill, kill. It sounds like it'd be really difficult for the rebels, but I guess that's kind of the point. Ah, he's got his shield up. By the way, suicide attacks are no longer an immediate both sides get killed on the Starfighter modes. Now you just do a little bit of damage if you run into somebody and they do a little damage to you. There is no more immediate, you know, oh, I just took out Slave 1 with my X-Wing by crashing into it. Or I just took out the Millennium Falcon with Slave 1 by crashing into it, at least from what I'm being told. There we go. Whoa!
Right behind you.
They're all over me. There's too many of them. He's right behind me. I'll try spinning. That's it. No, never mind. It's all legitimate Starfighter combat until somebody tries spinning and claims it's a good trick, and then it's all bullshit.
Another rebel dispatch.
I'll try spinning. That's a good trick.
I told your mama that. All right, 6 minutes. I have no idea what that thing up at the top actually stands for. All right, they're set up for the attack run. So what, do they have to be successful a certain number of times? Because it seems like the attack run keeps resetting.
Hostile fighter on your tail.
Booyah!
Rebel fighter destroyed.
Whee! Like, do we have to do a... I do not get what it's counting. See, and now it's back to nothing.
A squad of rebel ships are about
I
to enter
do
the
not get
Deal with them.
that counter yet. Maybe someone in the chat has the slightest clue of how why the counter looks the way it does. Oh shit! Okay, he's dead.
Enemy fighter on your tail.
Oh, whoa, wee!
The rebel fighters in the trench have been destroyed. Maintain visual.
They have to hit that many number of checkpoints. Okay, so I haven't seen the rebel side, so I haven't seen what the checkpoints actually are. I'm assuming that's oh, okay, so it's kind of like that's almost a Lego Star Wars thing. You got to fly through X number of checkpoints in the trench without getting killed. That makes sense. Sounds like it's gonna be a pain in the ass without a lot of good coordination. Whoa, whoa, where is he? Where is he? Come on.
Watch it, you've got one on your tail.
You got one on your trail.
Has entered the combat zone.
Oh, they got through 3 of them. This seems like it's going to be almost impossible for the rebels to win.
Enemy fighter behind
If every single time it restarts. So I think this will be on skirmish maybe someday, but not yet. Have you seen Kyle Katarn? Have you seen Kyle? Where have I seen Kyle Katarn? Are you asking? That's not. Where have I seen Kyle Katarn? Like where? Like what? Rephrase the question like an answer. Yeah, marking the specific pilots. I guess it's to make it so that the Empire kind of knows, or maybe just mark one of them. But marking all of them? Really?
Fighters heading into the trench. Cut them off. Ongoing down.
Ah, you bastard.
Rebel ship neutralized.
You want some? There we go. 20 kills playing as an Empire soldier. Okay, so that's one step towards, I think, the new heavy blaster, TL-50, whatever it is, in the HUT contract. All right, back around we go. All right, he's dead. Assigning pilots again. That is a lot of checkpoints to go through.
Maintain visual
1,
scanning.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Was that 12 checkpoints? Holy shit. No, I got that, Darth Sign. I'm asking you. You asked if I've seen Kyle Katarn. Not only have I seen Kyle Katarn, I'm the guy that in Star Wars Tales wrote the Star Wars comic that brought Kyle Katarn back into Star Wars comics in the new Jedi Order era after he had basically dropped off the radar for the most part. Really until Legacy of the Force. Star Wars Tales 21, Star Wars Tales Volume 6, comic pack with Kyle Katarn and the Yuuzhan Vong action figures. That's me. So, I know a little about Kyle Katarn. I'm the one who was stuck with the idea that, yes, that he couldn't marry, there's our new hero, Shield Speed Boost, Relentless Assault, that he and Jan Ors couldn't be married yet. We asked Leland Chi, it was part of the story, that they'd be married, and Leland said that they couldn't be married at the time for whatever reason, so we made part of the story him basically asking repeatedly, and she's like, no, we're not going to get married in a time of war just because we're afraid of dying. We're going to do it right when the war is over. And then, of course, in Legends, as far as we know, it never happened. As far as we know, they never actually did finally get married. Wow, they made it 4!
Very good.
Maybe this will be like Walker Assault, and eventually it'll be more balanced, and it'll go like where the rebels are almost always winning. Bastards!
Rebel fighters are going into the trench.
Jump off my D, mother...
Victor 3 is here. The rebels will soon be on the run.
Alright. The downside here is that Vader just doesn't look different enough. You know? I mean, Vader is cool and all, but, I mean, it's still a friggin' TIE Fighter. Granted, I don't know what we should have expected other than a TIE Fighter, but I just... I'm like, oh my god, it's yet another friggin' TIE Fighter. Just like with Luke. Oh my god, it's just another freaking X-Wing. And we still only have the 2 Starfighters to start with. How do you do a Starfighter-related DLC and not give us different Starfighters to start with other than an X-Wing and an A-Wing, a TIE Fighter, or a TIE Interceptor? That is a huge drop ball on EA's part. Best Star Wars guy? Not Kyle. My favorite's Cade Skywalker. My wife and I, if we have a son, we are going to name that child Cade.
There's an enemy fighter locking onto you.
No joke. Ah, crap, he must be in the next trench. Holy shit!
Cut them off.
Stop him! Woo! Alright, that was close, but it only happened once in the entire match that they got that far. And they still didn't get as far as they needed to, with 30 seconds left. Yeah, they're definitely going to wind up doing some tweaking with this. Newest episode, by the way, of Star Wars Beyond the Films that we just recorded, it'll come out next week, is about Legacy Storms, Legacy Volume 7 Storms. We're finally picking up where we left off in Legacy After Vector and where we left off with KOTOR and all that, so we can knock those out. We're going to alternate them about once or twice every month with the episodes on new Story Group canon material. Again, at Star Wars Report.com. Star Wars Beyond the Films. Ah, there we go. That's only one thing you needed to do. You only had to do that once, so that takes care of that. Number 3 out of 24, if it's everybody. It's not too shabby. 20 deaths and 19 kills kind of sucks, but it doesn't count the AI ones. Star, I think you asked that a second ago about should this be on Skirmish. I have seen nothing to suggest that it is going to be on Skirmish. I wouldn't necessarily be surprised if eventually it was on Skirmish, but it feels like Skirmish and really everything single player and co-op in this game are absolute afterthoughts. They're focusing on the multiplayer almost exclusively. Yep. Thank you, Texas. Yeah, or Magpie. Yeah, it took us a while. We had about 3 months where between me moving and teaching summer school classes online and everything, there were just way too much that was going on at that time for us to be able to get together and record often. I was able to record with Michael, but a lot of that was even haphazard. Okay, I need to go to... So I got one student who was asking me for... Oh, I've got to choose. He's asking me for a retake. One moment. I am not going to let them down while I'm playing a game. There we go. Takes just a second. Click on the class. Yeah, this is how I teach. This is how I do all of my courses. I have about 225 students now, all of whom use this same platform. Alright. Hit the button, apply. Sure thing, period. You should be good to go now, period.
Our bombers need a clear passage in order to bring the Star Destroyer down.
It's that simple. Alright, so now playing as a rebel. Awesome. So we can see, where is the... Okay, I'm looking for the hero symbol. When I was playing a fighter squadron on this, the hero power-up was inside this thing. I wonder if it's randomized. That thing where you can get, like, the... Oh! I didn't even see that. I was looking beside it and trying to pass through. I didn't even see that piece of debris. Let's see if I can find a spot where I can pick up a power-up and see... if I can get that new one and show you how it works. I haven't seen how it works yet. La la la, come on.
Our bombers have damaged the capital ship. It's vulnerable. Hit it now.
Blah 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 blah, we are vulnerable. Shoot them, shoot them, shoot them, shoot them. I think this is what I'm... Yeah, that's it. I think that's what I'm... Ah, shit! Overheated. Do a zip around and hope I don't crash into the Star Destroyer. Oh, almost did. Okay. There's a power-up over here. It's actually the one I was trying to go for before, and I screwed it up. Ah, man, come on. I want to get a power-up. Ah, vehicle repair. Well, I guess that's all right because I was being shot, but didn't really want vehicle repair. We got one over there that's the refresh rate. Just try to keep an eye out for these things, I suppose. You TIE Interceptor bastard! It is kind of frustrating, though, I gotta say, that, I mean, you now have two different Starfighters that you start with that no longer have missiles. So the whole idea of pepper and if they activate their shield, just fire a missile behind them, that strategy is now a done deal if you're in an A-Wing or a TIE Interceptor. Checking out A-Wing now. There we go.
The Star Destroyer.
Speaking of Hamilton, for what it's worth, that there is a point. There's a song in Hamilton called Non-Stop, and it's basically, this is what's, by the way, replacing the, boom, replacing the shield, is that speed boost. There's a song in Hamilton at the end of Act 1 out of 2 called Non-Stop. It's about how Hamilton really was just kind of boosting himself and is able to actually do all the things he did because he was like non-stop workaholic. And it's kind of like I am. I don't tend to like to sit around and do nothing. So if I'm not working, hit the corner, really. If I'm not working, I'm tending to be working on a project or something or streaming or something rather than just kind of sitting around. Even if I'm watching a movie or something, I tend to be working on something while I'm watching it. So thankfully that's giving me time to still, that with my flexible schedule with teaching online is giving me time to kind of stay active while I'm also swamped at the same time, which you wouldn't expect to be the case. You would expect it to be one or the other, be swamped or be active. I like the scale. I don't like how large the map is in terms of how far it is from spawn location to target, but I do like the fact that they've got the scale done fairly well with these. A-Wing shield is gone. They removed it. They replaced it with the boost. Just like they replaced the missile. So I guess A-Wing does have a missile. So it's just the Interceptor. They removed the Interceptor's missile and replaced it with like rapid fire without overheating blasters. So yeah, you do have a missile here. So yeah, if you're a Rebel, both ships have missiles still. If you're an Imperial, only the TIE Fighter has a missile anymore.
The Star Destroyer has suffered a direct hit.
And yeah, it does make thematic sense though for an A-Wing to be faster, because that was the whole point of the A-Wings in the Legends continuity, was they were fast, agile fighters. That's the whole reason they exist. Ah, crap. Yeah, I don't like the placement of that icon that tells you what to attack, because it doesn't make it clear what you're supposed to be shooting down at the bottom. What do I like about the new Rogue One movie? I mean, I'm excited to see a more war-based film and some new characters, gritty war drama. In particular, like, kind of just going back into my own past, in 2002, actually prior to 2002, back when Star Wars had not gone gritty as much with New Jedi Order yet, though to an extent, hadn't gone nearly as dark as it would go with something like Shatterpoint or some of the Clone Wars stories. My team and I, or a team I was working with, not my team, we're working on a fan film called Prelude to Hope, which never wound up coming out because we lost a bunch of the files and footage. But the plan was to do another Star Wars fan film when that was done, called Second Strike, which I wrote as essentially a Star Wars gritty war drama, non-Jedi, very much like what they're doing now with Rogue One, with the idea being that let's kind of tell a dark, gritty story that's much more human and realistic with deeper characters than most fan films were doing at the time. We weren't able to produce as a fan film because of everything that happened with Prelude to Hope, so we made it into an audio drama, me and Chris Hannell doing the mixing. And that became the first serious Star Wars fan-made audio drama released online ever, called Second Strike. Right now it's at StarWarsFanWorks.com still. Kind of primitive compared to a lot of the ones that came out since, but again, it's kind of the first of its kind, almost like a proof of concept kind of thing. But because of that, I've always had sort of a soft spot for gritty war drama in Star Wars, because war is ugly, and we don't necessarily usually see the ugly side of that as much in Star Wars films, because it's less hard sci-fi and more sci-fi fantasy. So I'm stoked to see that kind of thing. It's just, you know, I'm curious where they go with the story from there. I'm curious if anybody's going to survive. Yeah, very much like the Battlefront book. I would say probably the Battlefront book is much more analogous to Second Strike than even Rogue One probably will wind up being. Oh, I gotta take out the TIE fighters anyway. Durr! On Walker saw A-Wings had shield, not speed boots. So are you talking about, have you played it today? Because that made you, because I think they changed it for everything. I know that on Fighter Squadron and on Battle Station for this DLC, the change has taken place. We may have to jump to another mode just to kind of double check. Jim! Indiana Jim. Gotta get that Star
Destroyer has taken damage.
Jim Perry, there in the chat, is the guy behind, among other things, the codename Starkeeper Star Wars audio drama. Speaking of audio dramas, which is a fantastic audio drama, one of the few Star Wars audio dramas that I actually found that the humor actually was funny. So, good stuff. Yeah, Battlefront. I liked Twilight Company. I didn't think it was terrific, but I mean, it was pretty good compared to what I expected it to be. But the fact that they call it Battlefront means virtually nothing. I mean, there's pretty much no connection between that and this. Battlefront 2 or Battlefront 2015, how would we know if we haven't played Battlefront 2 yet? Unless you're talking about the old Battlefront 2. And I don't remember enough about the old console Battlefronts to really make a comparison. I do recall Elite Squadron and Renegade Squadron on PSP, which I found pretty good. And while I like the depth of those games better, I think the gameplay here in a lot of cases works better with modern consoles. Let's see. What side am I good at? I don't think in this game, I don't think it matters that much. I tend to prefer the Rebel side because of the choice of ships, or choice of starfighters, but otherwise, there's almost no difference between the sides in this game. I do like the fact that you can play as the Millennium Falcon better than Slave 1 because I like the Millennium Falcon's perks better than Slave 1's, but that doesn't mean a whole lot. Speaking of Slave 1, die, you Mandalorian bitch! Nope.
Focus fire on the...
What I want is to have something like this, and then instead of it being the original Death Star in the background, make it the Death Star 2 and have like the Executor show up and start killing everybody. Even if it's just in the background. And yes, it's Executor, not Executor. Executor is not a word. Executioner is a word. Executor is not a word. Executor is a word. Someone who carries out commands. Although I do find it funny that they had to clarify that in Star Wars Year by Year, I think it was. Which is kind of funny. What do I expect from Episode 8? Continuation of Episode 7. Apparently, like, right after Episode 7. I'd like to see, I don't know, I'd like to... Oh! Didn't manage to take out the Star Destroyer. Would have helped if I was playing the objective, though, probably. Since I'm number 3 on the team. Oops. I'm going to check something real quick. I'm going to jump us out of here and go check, and see if in Fighter Squadron, on the base game, if the ships are changed. I'll jump back out of it. Unless it's, like, near the end of the battle, probably. But I'm curious to see if they've implemented the change across the entire game. I also should probably just jump to another Heroes vs. Villains mode from some other DLC, or the base game, just to see where Chewie and Bossk are, because they show up in that one middle piece of Battle Station and theoretically show up in Blast, but do they already show up elsewhere? I haven't taken a look to see. So, let's try. But yeah, I want to see what they do with the tension of Finn having been injured. Are they going to do something with that, or was it just he'll be totally hunky-dory whenever the film starts? And beyond that, more character exploration. All right, so let's go to Hero v. Villains. I realize I'm talking louder than I probably should. My bad. Searching for my match type. 'Cause I am. Sorry. Old fan of Huey Lewis and the News, and they did an album called Four Chords and several years ago with a lot of older songs done as covers, which is actually pretty good. Random shit you learn on Star Wars streams. Chicken. Yeah, we had some students who apparently at their school, they were packed into a lab, a computer lab. And there were more people in the lab scheduled than there were computers. So you had students who were supposed to be taking online classes and having an hour a day to work on them during a class period or an hour and a half, and they couldn't. So for some of those, that's what I was just checking on here. We had some of those students, I was just making sure that they saw what they needed to see. I went in and changed their start date so it was actually the day they were able to start working and actually use a computer. There's no point in penalizing a kid when it's not their fault. Trying very hard to drink and play. Do not drink and stream because you will wind up having an issue. We're not going to be doing private matches during a stream. How many times have I said it? But for what it's worth, I haven't seen him in the chat for a little bit, so he's probably actually playing the game, so he wouldn't be able to tell whether I'm on the chat or not. All right, let's see. Well, no, I see boss. I see a boss cut out. So on this Heroes versus Villains, in theory, we'll have access to it. I think I mentioned earlier, maybe, but on the off chance that I did not, keep an eye out. This weekend is a double points, double XP weekend. I'm not sure if it's just for those playing this or not. Just playing, not this, but just playing Death Star or not. Probably not, but they have done it so that it's DLC specific before. But it says it's to celebrate the Season Pass holder release of Death Star. Die! Oh! How you like me now? Not that I actually did any damage to him, but still. Die, Han Solo! And why have I still not changed my freaking hand? I need to change my hand. Need to change my hand. Alright, come on, baby. Don't let me down. I'm gonna play as a hero. Boom! And yes, whenever I want to play as a new character, it's always the farthest one to the right. When it goes to that point where it's going to let you start choosing, or it's right about to start choosing, I start hammering away on the right button and just wait. And as soon as it shows it, I see it go zoom to the side and jam on X. It's like frickin' press your luck. No whammies, stop. Ooh.
Time to pay.
With the voice, I believe, from Clone Wars.
Come here.
All right.
So I can feel you.
Ah, single shot weapon. All right. All right, let's see what this is. This is, whoo! Predator! You are one ugly mother. All right, so is it, oh, wow, and it refreshes fast. All right, how about, oh, it's like a grenade launcher. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Run away like a little girl. Oh, these days, little girls will kick you in the nuts and run. Yeah, I do like the character study aspect, but yeah, they're not all that impactful recently. Oh! Oh, okay, that's interesting. It's some kind of toxic. Ah, shit! Alright, I can't go through that way because they've got a turret set up. So I'm going to go around this way.
There.
Kind of neat. Kind of distracting. I do like that. Uh-oh! I do like that better than I like the Lando ability. So, was it a sound that the boss spoke basic before the Clone Wars? I think it was, but I think he tended to prefer speaking in, was it Dosha? Whatever it is, the Trandoshan language is. Is this game good? This game is better now than it was at launch, but only for those who have the DLC. So, is this game good for maybe $50? Sure. Is this game good for $110? Not entirely. The customization system is getting better. The progression and game depth is barely existent. If you just want to jump in and play shooter that is easy for casuals to get into without putting in a lot of time, yes. If you want an authentic Star Wars experience that looks and sounds great, yes. If you want a game that's got a ton of replay value, unless you're just going to grind and grind and grind, not so much. Hey, Hunk, welcome back. Yeah, it really does, I agree, Magpie, it really does need a campaign mode. Absolutely. Hopefully that is one of the things they claim that they've learned from this game that they're going to put in a new Battlefront. Whereas apparently they have confirmed sequel trilogy era stuff for that one. Alright, I see Leia. Oh, how you like that shit? I know, sorry for blowing out your ears, possibly. Come on, bitches. No new skirmish updates, Jim. At all. Hey, random. No new skirmish or mission updates, so none of these single-player or co-op, Yeah, co-op, because that's a thing. Co-op stuff has gotten any kind of update. The update is entirely multiplayer. Han Solo. He's Han Solo, solo. Would the story have to be approved by the story group? Yes. If it was going to be part of canon, yes. It would have to be. That said, there's plenty of Star Wars games now that have story that are not part of canon. The Force Awakens Lego game, Star Wars Commander, which only has some characters that became canon. Really, the only Star Wars game that is considered canon right now, or Disney Infinity, only Star Wars game that's considered canon right now that I know of is Uprising, which is that mobile game where they just took away the only real cost-effective way to get what you need to really do a lot. Nobody picked Bosk yet? Been watching a lot of Alias with my wife. We're trying to get through all 5 seasons and binge watch Alias. And the key thing about Alias is you got to remember that it stars Jennifer Garner and techno music. That's what stars in the series. So there's a lot of kind of stuff. Lots of it. Come on, there we go. I hope they refresh Darth Vader in Rogue One. Meaning? Ah, you moron. Oh, almost died because I is stupid. Oh, how do you like me now? Wow, did I just channel I think I just channeled a country song. How do you like me now? Now that I'm whatever. Damn, Bosk is a beast, and I don't need a Trandoshan. I like it. He also has regenerating health, from what I understand. Although that may be part of... Oh, that may be part of his, his trait abilities. Oh, dead. I didn't realize I was the only one left standing. Here we go, and... Also trying to keep an eye out. I don't see any messages yet from Michael because we may be trying to do a recording of Cloud City. Sure, I'll do Bosk again. Maybe trying to do Cloud City Casino recording tonight. Okay. There we go. Cool, they want us to do teacher bios. And I have something new to add to the bio. I just said yes to writing, if I hopefully can find the time. I'm going to be writing a story for James Robert Cruz Wilder, a.k.a. Jim Wilder's 10,000 Dawns anthology, which is a new sci-fi universe that he's developing. So I'll have another professional paid writing work under my belt soon that I can put on any kind of bio. Any pets? We have 3 cats. Trinity, Pongo, and brand new kitten Cosima, wherever the hell... Oh, she's asleep on the bed back there. Last stream, she was climbing up on my computer desk, and I had to keep being like, no, kitty, bad kitty. Had to go all, Had to go all, Cartman on her.
No, kitty, that's a bad kitty.
Oh, die. Ha ha, eat it.
I'm going to
Ah! Oh wait, Palpatine, you're on my side. My bad. I shot the Emperor. He's gonna be so pissed. I'm not sure I get this whole drop a grenade and like, dang, I took out somebody. Did it just say I defeated Darth Vader instead of Luke Skywalker? I'm confused. I'm the Boskernaut. Okay, wow, we were just tearing him up this time. Where's Han Solo? Han Solo. It's like a play-by-play in a quick recreation of The Empire Strikes Back. Bosk is hunting Han Solo. Love that grenade launcher. Or whatever it is. It's not really a grenade launcher. It's like what is it? Concussion shots or something? I mean, it's not really it's not a shotgun. It's shooting something that then explodes, but it's not blowing up huge. Ooh, smoked it. So that answers our question of whether or not you can play as those characters in Heroes vs. Villains. I'm going to go ahead and stay with Heroes vs. Villains for at least one more match so I can show you Chewbacca. What a Wookiee! All right. No hero from the prequel trilogy? No. They've made it a point to keep this game set in the original trilogy era, so it's basically episodes 4 through 6 as inspiration and Rogue One that takes place so soon before A New Hope. So, low power grenade launcher? It's a poof gun. You shoot it and it goes poof and hurts people. I'll go with that. If I can say that the Weequay, when he says no butthole or whatever, whenever you use the no emote, is saying no butthole, then I'll call it a poof launcher because scatological humor we're not gone with. There we go. I remembered this freaking time. Personal shield. I don't need it right now, but personal shield will help later when I'm doing those other modes. I do like survivalist, by the way. They updated all of the trait cards, by the way. Starting as a rebel soldier. The trait cards have slightly different effects now to make them a little more effective. Let's see. I mean, I'd like to see prequel stuff added. I'd like to see sequel stuff added, but we're not going to see that until Battlefront 2, whenever that finally comes out next year. So, well, I say next year as if that's a long way off. It's already friggin' September. We're at the end of the third quarter, I guess, of the year. Haven't seen which map before, Jack. This is all these so far. The maps that you're seeing here, assuming that you're watching it live, it is 3:58 Eastern when I'm looking on it. You may be at a different point in the stream, but this is one of the maps. These are all maps that are with the base game.
Soldiers, do what you must to protect our rebel.
Or Goaz and Badlands and that kind of thing. I guess from Jakku is also on there. Yeah, there's a new Star Wars Battlefront next year, and then you've also got the Visceral Games game that's going to be a third-person story-based kind of adventure shooter thing, which sounds pretty cool, with Amy Hennig from the Uncharted series doing a lot of the work on it, which is fantastic. And then you've got Respawn, people behind Titanfall, I believe it is, working on a game.
Don't let up on the gun.
Don't let up, says Han. I won't. You Corellian bastard. Here, rebel, or Imperial. Notice here that I am playing as I'm playing as a wing guard, except I'm not the same wing guard that you used to have to be. That was the only character who wore this uniform, because that's part of that new customization. You customize your uniform and you customize your head. If you're a rebel, if you're an Imperial, your ability to apparently play as a stormtrooper without a helmet is gone. So, yeah. Which kind of makes sense thematically with the universe, but it means that your customization options for an Imperial are rather limited. It is what it is. So, ya know.
Chewbacca! What a Wookiee!
Everybody's like, what the hell is he talking about? Soundtrack to the original Clerks. Kevin Smith's original Tour de Force. Okay. What are his emos? Okay, and... Okay. Alright, so he's got a bowcaster. Cool. He's got a Wookiee roar thing that turns on a... something.
Watch yourself.
Oh! And Vader is down. Not entirely sure what's happening here. What is this? Oh! He does a ground pound. He decided to do a... oh, God, what is it called? It's been so long since I played Destiny. Whatever it is that the Titans can do that slams the ground. That thing. Ho. Still have no idea what this is doing for me, but okay. All that's left is Boba Fett. Where? I want to ground pound somebody. Oh! I think that's Boba Fett over here. This is for all those Wookiee pelts on your belt, you son of a bitch! Oh shit, I'm the last hero standing. I'm screwed. Run! Let them take out Boba. I'm gonna be taken out here. Shit! Before they can take out Boba. Ah! Boba was behind me and still had almost half of his health. What number do I give the game? You're gonna have to give me a scale. Yeah, that's true. That's true. If you're playing as any of the stormtrooper types that have the armor, then you're not gonna be able to change your head. You do have customization with the ones that are in the uniform. That's right. Jim's exactly on point with that. It completely went on me with that, but I saw that whenever I was playing around on the other stream to kind of see what you could customize. Unfortunately, I don't have any of those uniforms, and they're ridiculously expensive, so, you know, this is what I say to the cost of those uniforms.
Keep our superiors safe from the Imperials.
Shoot the Jawas! You should be able to shoot Jawas for bonus points. 1 to 10. Now, maybe a 7. At release, about a 5 or a 4. Compared to expectations for the game and what we would have wanted for the game and what the game should have been, about a 1 or a 2. Depends on how we're rating it. Like, what is the benchmark? Is it, well, for what it is, it's okay? Or is it, compared to what it should have been and could have been, it's garbage? Just kind of depends. Graphically and visually, it's fantastic. Except for some of the character voices, the hero voices. Man. what this game could have been if they had bothered to spend some time to give it a story mode, to give it some real progression that felt like actual progression, to make the different blasters actually feel different and feel like they have any kind of weight at all. Imagine what this game could have been and what Battlefront 2 should be. And release it! No, you dumbass! I mean, I guess that protects me, but I wasn't trying to activate that. I was trying to drop the turret, but I forgot. Oh, sorry, buddy! Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Check your fire before you wreck yourself. Die! Oh, you're the top player? I'm sorry. Missile incoming and still hasn't... Whoa! That was interesting. And, okay, I'll say, it's taking me a second to be able to respawn. So we've seen Chewbacca. I'll see if I can do Chewbacca anymore on this, but I am going to then switch back to a battle station mode for what it's worth. Oh, no, I need to jump into Fighter Squadron, if only for a second, to see if there's changes to the A-Wings and X-Wings in that. I forgot. My bad.
Last one's down.
All right. 2 and 1. I really think that games like this need to have an announcer, and it's 2 and 1. Which reminds me of my wife was at the Braves game Sunday, where they kept getting rain delay and rain delay and rain delay. They're playing the Nationals and just absolutely smoked the crap out of them. They called the game when the Braves were up quite a few points, quite a few runs over the Nationals, and they still had bases loaded when they finally called the game. So, yep, they're gonna get stomped. Boba Fett, you son of a motherless goat. CSI? Oh, popped you in the face and killed you with one shot. That's what I'm talking about. That is what I am dictating about. Crap, I didn't mean to actually activate that, so I gotta make sure I actually use it here. Use it, oh, lose it. Well. Oh, on the Cloud City Guards, the hats. Gotcha. I was like, what hat makes him look like a Shriner? Although I am impressed that anybody even knows what a Shriner is anymore. Good lord, this is a powerful weapon. Unless he was getting beat by some... Oh, no strike incoming! Bye. I want to drop a... Ah, boom! Why is it not giving me a description? It almost always gives you a description of your ability. Holy shit, that is a powerful gun. It almost always gives you a chance to see your ability, a description of it down in the corner when you first activate it, but it hasn't been showing up from what I can tell for Chewbacca. I don't know why. Я не знаю. I don't know. And double checking, making sure I'm not missing anything, because I can't really hear. Nope. Can't really hear with this on, so I need to make sure that I don't have any emails or texts coming in.
Our essential personnel are top priority.
But nope. This is the time of day when most of them are on their way home, or going home and eating, or just doing anything but working on the class because they just spent an entire day at school. Ah, well, I'm 36, so I'm not quite there yet, but 40 is around the corner. I'm 37 here in a month. And my timeline turns 19, so that gives you a sense of how long I've been working on that. Oh! Eat it! Oh! That was stupid. Man, I am burning freaking up in here, too. We have a fan up there on the ceiling, but it wobbles really, really bad whenever it's on its highest setting. Thanks, Luke. Although that move should have killed me too if this was realistic. Kill that Dengar! It'd be ironic if Dengar got killed by a heavy or a repeating blaster, given the fact that that's what he uses. Kill the... Oh! Emperor went... Boom!
Talk to the head. Blow.
Alright.
Another bounty.
These Imperials don't want it with me, 'cause I'll bow chicka plow those imps till we're free. I'd say Jedi is probably like a 9, 8 or 9. Depends on what your maximum is. Like what, like, are you, like if you're grading on a curve, what was the, if there's one better, then what was its rating, kind of thing. Oh. It's Han Solo versus Boss. I help you! Oh, he just picked up a health pack. That's nice. Oh, and I didn't have my jetpack quite yet, so I just jumped like a dumbass. I wish this was back when it used to be you won, like, they did a change, so I think it was on Outer Rim, where it was 3 wins instead of 5, or 4 wins instead of 5, so that the heroes versus villains matches went faster. Because as much as this is a fun mode, I really wish it went faster than it does. My favorite right now, if I were to go down the list, because people always ask the list, favorites would be Dr. Pepper. Favorites would be Force Awakens, then Return of the Jedi, then Revenge of the Sith, then Empire Strikes Back, though those vacillate back and forth. Then A New Hope, then probably Attack of the Clones, then Phantom Menace, or maybe Phantom Menace, then Attack of the Clones. Those two vacillate back and forth too. So my number 2 slot and my bottom slot kind of wiggle back and forth from time to time. Had a person put up a review of Beyond the Films recently on iTunes, where he was like, he basically claims that he wanted an objective look at The Force Awakens, and we spent 2 episodes doing a huge breakdown of the good, the bad, the ugly, what did make sense, what didn't make sense, and all kinds of critical looks at The Force Awakens. But because me and Mark both found that after having viewed it, at least for now, it was our favorite Star Wars film, you know, and I said that back after Attack of the Clones, so what the hell do I know? You know, in time, that may change dramatically. He basically said that, well, since you said that you're not objective, and therefore I won't listen. So the guy wasn't actually wanting an objective discussion. It was actually about our opinions and then breaking it down. He wanted us to agree with his opinion and get validation. Like a Republican watching Fox News or a Democrat watching, well, just about anything, but particularly MSNBC. Like, yeah, that's not what we do on the podcast. We are intellectually honest, and if you don't like the fact that we're able to call it like we see it, then listen to something else. Make your own podcast if you want an opinion that is yours. Ah! Boom! I killed you with a ground stop. Fist of Havoc. That's what it's called in Destiny. Fist of Havoc. Die! Oh, where did you go? Where'd you go? I'll kill you, son. Seems like it's been forever since I've been spawned. Again, nobody's going to know what that reference is because damn near anybody remembers Fort Minor. You know, members who were from Linkin Park. I forget the guy's name, but like the guy who did like the raps for most of the Linkin Park songs. He had the other group, Fort Minor. Come on, work with me, people. It'd be awesome to kill Vader with a Dioxis grenade. It shouldn't even do him any damage because he has the helmet. But then again, apparently, as we learned in in whatchamacallit, as we learned in Force Awakens, Stormtrooper armor isn't meant to handle that kind of stuff either. I have no idea who that is, so if you're calling me, leave a freaking message. Most of the friggin' calls that I get on that phone tend to be either my wife or people calling for someone who must have had that number years ago who owes money. Nope, not me, mother. That's how I feel.
Everyone stay alive.
Stop calling me!
We have to protect our leaders.
Telemarketer bitches!
Me.
I really need to switch to something other than the wing guard, though. Wing guard was like a status symbol when you first get the wing guard. Same thing with the whatever it is, the shock trooper. But now it's just like, I'm running around in stupid clothes. I look dorky. Hooray! Ooh, that one might actually have had a voicemail attached to it. I think my voicemail sound is the same as my text sound on that phone. Probably should have fixed it. Probably should change that. I probably need some Star Wars sounds, but nope. Oh! Pop from above by Boba Fett! Sure, I'll be an honor guard. Why not? I shouldn't be an honor guard, actually, come to think of it, because I need to get kills with that heavy blaster. Or whatever it is. Mother. Give me something to lock on to. What's up? Well, I'm gonna die anyway pretty soon, so I'll be able to switch to that other weapon anyway. There we go. I was gonna say, why am I not dead yet? Where am I on the contracts? 28%, so they're all for that one so far. Let's see how many credits I've got so that I can unlock one of those other ones. But you can't unlock it from this screen, even though it looks like it. Oh, for the love of God, this match is taking forever. Can we just let the Imperials win? So that's 5, so we can be done. I can show that and go back to Battle Station, please. Please. Again, to quote the Hamilton, can we get back to politics, please? This whole, like, very sad part of the... It's a musical. It's like it's about Alexander Hamilton. But it's it's this whole hip-hop musical thing, and you get to a point where it's been really sad for the last couple of parts that have been all about, like, personal drama in the Hamilton family. And then out come James Madison and Thomas Jefferson, and they're like, can we get back to politics, please? Like, oh my God, we can't take any more of this, please. What's up, Vader, bro? I wish I knew what it was that that Chewbacca like roar thing did, except it just does not describe what Chewbacca's abilities do. I'll have to look on the patch notes to find out. Oh no, you didn't. I'm assuming it's like a Wookiee rage kind of thing, but it's not doing anything to his regular blast. Doesn't seem like. It's not like stopping cooldown. Oh, 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 oh. Again, Chewbacca is a beast, and I ain't just talking because he's a Wookiee. I'm gonna die. You're thinking you're Chewie gonna die? Oh shit! Woo! That was close. Do my Wookiee whatever. I can't even see. Balls. I like them so far. They feel more versatile than Lando did. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of Vader and Luke. I like the ability to kind of walk in and one slash kills a regular character, but it feels like they are in there you go. In a game that's built so much around gunplay they seem to have a little bit of a disadvantage, even though they can block as far as range is concerned. All right. Make sure that was a voicemail and not a text I need to answer. Yep. Voicemail from who the hell knows. Alright, let's get the heck out of this mode. The HUT contracts are still showing up correct on here, by the way. It's still on the HUT contract screen. If you finished one and it glitched and it still shows it as unfinished, even though it's finished and unlocked and everything, and you've got the weapon or whatever it is from it, it still shows up glitched on the thing, on the HUT contracts page. Huh. Cool. Nice. Very nice. I did not know that. Hadn't actually looked into it. So yeah, so the rage thing should just be being used constantly then every time it does. Kind of like you really ought to be playing Fighter Squadron with your shield active as much as possible if you're an X-Wing. Or TIE Advanced, I suppose. All right. I want to go back to Death Star, but let's jump into Fighter Squadron. I'll jump into a match and then pull right back out, and hopefully it won't freeze. But I want to double check to see if those changes have made it across to the regular game and other DLC as opposed to just Death Star. I would assume that it has. The patch notes make it sound like it has, but one of the commenters made it sound like it didn't, so I want to make sure. Notice this is the exact same map. I'm just going to be above it. Not for real. Come on. This is where it'd be nice to be able to turn the music on, but if I do, it flags it on YouTube immediately and keeps usually viewers, I think in Canada, from being able to actually watch the streams once they're processed. Like they can watch it live, but they can't watch it once it's processed afterwards. All right, let's see. So, TIE Fighter, TIE Fighter is still the same, so TIE Interceptor is going to be where the changes are. If there are any changes, we're just going to do a quick look and bolt. Hopefully not wind up being screwed over by the loading. And, yeah, the change came over here. Because if I do R1, it's not a missile, it's laser barrage, rapid shots. Yeah. So, yes, to answer that question, the changes to the A-Wing and the, presumably, because why would they do just one? And the TIE Interceptor have carried across into the base game, just like Bosk and Chewbacca being available has made it over to the base game. Though I wonder if what was happening, why I was able to play as Bosk and Chewbacca so often, was that maybe it's only available to those people who have the DLC, and otherwise it shows up as either not a choice at all, or a choice that's grayed out or marked out. Okay, back to Death Star Battle Station. This is the mode that I'm excited about. And I'm an Imperial again. Q. So there are pickups for B-Wing, TIE Bomber, TIE Defender, and Y-Wing. Interesting. That I didn't see in the patch notes. I know I've seen them a few times. I couldn't tell if that was a pickup for them, even though since it's not a hero ship, or if that was one of the ones where if you pick it up, they spawn beside you as a wingmate that they seem to be describing. You just see what it actually says on the patch notes for that while it's loading. Oh, never mind. I closed the patch notes. Do I have the patch notes link still sitting on my desktop or my home screen on the iPad? Yes, I do. It's going to take me to the Bespin update, but I can easily back out and get to this update. Because I went through the patch notes on the last stream to a degree. Nope, that's not it. Game updates. Game updates. Game updates. Come on now. Come on now. Imperial Blockade, the diversion. Okay, Star Cards, Chewbacca, vehicles, Interceptor. I'm trying to find... I'll have to hunt through it to find it. All right, Interceptor.
The rebels are attacking our Star Destroyer. Intercept
Well,
those
stop them if they're
fighters.
attacking our Star Destroyer. Gotta take out the rebels. He's got his shields up, and I have no missile. And my lock, my soft lock, is going to time out. I hate the fact that your lock times out now. I think that is such an asinine concept. So really, if I'm in a fighter plane and I get a lock on somebody and I stay on their ass the entire time, after a few seconds my lock is going to deactivate just cuz.
Heading for your position.
No. That's fucking stupid. In my humble opinion. Power up down here. Oh, am I going to be able to get it without crashing? Yes. It's vehicle repair. Well, F that. I don't care about vehicle repair. Where's another one? Over here. Oh, you prick. You sly bastard. Can he get it without slapping into the asteroid? Vehicle repair again. So it must not be those pickups. They must look different because both of those have been vehicle repair unless my luck just sucks. There it is. In addition to this, users will be able to spawn in as wingmen whenever Red 5 or TIE Advance are active on the level. That's all that it says as other things for Fighter Squadron. Doesn't say anything about the Y-wings, B-wings that you wind up seeing. Unless those are... Now, I haven't seen them in this. I wonder if they're only on that last stage of it. I don't know. And I can't believe I spawned as a TIE fighter instead of an interceptor. But at least I got a missile.
Watch your back, hostile fighter.
I might be playing just as a TIE fighter because I like using the missiles. Oh, I'm going to crash into something! Nope. I'm kind of shocked that didn't happen. Kill it! Okay.
Rebel ship obliterated.
Pop, 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 pop. Because I found chicken loud. Now, I want to know, I would love to see, and I haven't seen a lot of footage of it, but I'm curious if the so-called Rogue One X-Wing VR mission that's going to be coming out for PlayStation VR as a free update to this, I do wonder whether that's going to let you play as an Imperial or if it is going to be just an X-Wing scenario and the only cockpit view that you're going to be in is that. And I also kind of wonder if you're going to have the ability to play like this or if it's all going to be cockpit view. So, we shall see. I haven't really paid attention to the changes to the traits yet. I planned on going through and looking at those a little bit more in detail before Michael and I do an episode of Cloud City Casino about it. He's had the flu, so I don't even know if he's... I don't know if he's had a chance to even touch Death Star yet. He may be on death's door rather than Death Star. Because he's been... He got hit by something. We think it's the flu. Like, it's the Zima virus, bro. Kill him! Okay, he's dead. Defend the Star Destroyer. Don't just fly around shooting people like an idiot. Welcome back, random. Oh, did get him. You X-Wing mother.
You picked up a rebel.
Oh! You picked up a rebel. Like at a bar? This is when all the guys at home who were, sitting in their mama's basements and they were like, I picked up a rebel. I choose Felicity Jones. Sorry, was that unkind of me? Or I should say the Alt Legends people saying, I picked up, I don't know, what is that? What's the lady's name in Rebellion? They've got a couple of comic pack figures. Oh! Took out the Millennium Falcon! Who frickin' yeah?
The Star Destroyer shield.
Oh, they nerfed every trait. Well, that's lovely. I noticed they nerfed Escape Artist, but that's the only one I actually looked at. Because that was the one I was using at the time, though I've switched back to Survivalist.
Enemy fighter on your tail.
Whee!
Rebel scum. They have damaged one of our Star Destroyer systems. Deal with them.
No, don't destroy our Star Destroyer. What did we ever do to you except destroy Alderaan and oppress the galaxy? Rebels are so thin-skinned, I'm telling you. Die, you frickin' A-wing bastard! There we go. Whee!
Our Star Destroyer is vulnerable. The rebels have destroyed its shield.
The rebels have destroyed the shield generators. Well, then let's destroy the rebels. Aw, come on!
Shake that missile lock.
Wait, all traits have lost the level 3 bonus? What? Alright, now I need those patch notes. But... hell? Okay, I gotta pull it. They still have 3. Level 1, level 2, level 3. Or you mean the thing that went along with, like for instance, let me see, so like Escape Artist. Oh, man. So, yeah, so it increases the sprint speed, but the one-hit melee kill is gone. That's bullshit. That sucks. Yeah, I saw the Force Awakens in 3D in theaters, and it was pretty good. I mean, it didn't really feel like it added a lot to the film. It wasn't overly dramatic, except in the one shot with the finalizer kind of pointing out of the screen, but it was pretty good. I'm eager to see it in 3D at home. We've got one of those PlayStation-branded 3D monitors that I bought a few years ago when it was on sale for like half price, $200 instead of $400. I got it in my Star Wars office, as I call it, where I usually work from.
The rebels have taken out the destroyer's shield. Protect it at all costs.
So I'm kind of excited to see it, and I'm eager to have that come in, because once that comes in and Freemaker Adventures come in, I'll be able to do my new what do you call it? My new timeline of my timeline of home video releases, and update that to version 3.0 and include some other stuff that wouldn't have been included before. But there's no point in doing that if we've got new releases coming later this year already. Alright, so they took out the Star Destroyer. I like that you see it in the background. That's kind of cool. I wonder what the rationale was behind that. Huh. That is fucking asinine. Sorry, I'm just... and Scout has been significantly changed. So the triggering enemy scanners thing has been flipped, level 1 and level 2. It used to be sprinting first, didn't trigger, and then firing blasters didn't. Now it's the other way around. And then killing an enemy resets primary blaster heat has been changed to scramble enemy sensors, which is completely unrelated to the original trait. I'm going to buy it in 3D. I mean, it's not out yet. But I'm going to pick up the US release, and I'll probably try to get my hands on the UK release, since I've got the other UK ones, because a generous viewer from the Star Wars Home Video Library donated copies of the 2 standard UK releases of it. And the DVD release also, actually. But we'll see. Is it an elevator? Is it a Darth Vader? He's open? No? Okay.
Warning. Intel indicates the Wookiee Chewbacca just entered your zone.
Yeah, I do find it interesting that Like, and people are griping because they're like, oh, well, it's double dipping. Yes, they probably should put out the 3D version the same time they put out the original, so that people could just buy that. That said, though, it's very rare for them to put out a home video release. Oh, cool, it's the conference room. It's very rare for them to put out a home video release that includes all the bonus materials from the previous release, so that basically you could just buy the later one and have everything instead of needing multiple copies to have all the bonus features. That almost never happens in Star Wars, and this time they are doing that. So while people are bitching about the fact that it is double dipping and it should have been released day and date with the other copies, at least if you don't have the other copy, getting this one means you don't have to get the other one, or getting this one means you can sell off the old one or trade it in somewhere or something. Give it away, whatever. But I mean, like, the 2004 DVD bonus features did not reappear again for the original trilogy. The unaltered edition that showed up in 2006 and 2008 didn't show up ever again. At least not yet. The Laserdisc Definitive Collection sets bonus features, they didn't wind up showing up again, except for I think it was one that showed up as part of the digital movie collection. And there's something to be said for offering fans options to essentially upgrade, rather than saying you're going to have to keep 2 or 3 of these different copies of the film in your collection if you want all the bonus features anymore. So I'll probably have an episode on just the concept of double dipping and when it's good, when it's bad, etc., on the vlog at some point. Oh, I was gonna shoot that guy, and he dropped that dynamite. Yeah, it sucks that that Europe is getting it early too. The U.S. gets this one late. Although last time Europe got the home video release of The Force Awakens later than the U.S. did, so I guess it's sort of fitting.
The rebels have located the droid and are trying to escape. Do not let that happen.
I mean, you're going to get the Blu-ray. You are going... Oh. Okay. In the U.S., if I'm trying to remember if you get the Blu-ray... Old Blu-ray bonus features, new Blu-ray bonus features. Oh, that's that new explosive. Hey! I forget. There was something different between the U.S. and European release. I want to say the European release doesn't include a DVD copy, and the U.S. one still does. I think. But you should be getting all or most of the old bonus features along with new bonus features. So it's not just that it's in 3D, it's that you also have new bonus features accompanying it. Oh, and it's turned off!
We have them and their droids.
Yeah, mother...
Not let them advance.
Oh, yeah! Ow, that hurt my shoulder doing that. Oh! Should not have done that after mowing the lawn on our almost 45-degree angle lawn yesterday. My knee is all screwed up feeling, which already is kind of screwed up. Might need surgery.
Do not let the rebels escape with that droid.
And now we add
they
this.
are heading to the hangar for extraction.
They're heading to the hangar for extraction. Well, yeah. Stop the droid! Oh! I'm just like smoking through people. I wish I could remember what the requirements are for the rest of that friggin' thing, though.
Rescue attempt in its tracks.
I think it's kill. Whoa. Okay. I think it's kills with the heavy blaster and kills as an Imperial. I mean, $35 for a 3D Blu-ray and new bonus materials on multiple discs, and the original Blu-ray. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the standard. 30 to $35 for a 3D Blu-ray that comes with the regular copy of the Blu-ray and something else is kind of the norm.
Scanners have tracked the Millennium Falcon to your quadrant.
And it does appear that we're moving out of the era in which DVD copies being included in the U.S. are a given. Because, like, Captain America Civil War just had a release that was Blu-ray, 3D, Blu-ray, digital copy, but no DVD copy. Hey, wait a second. I spawned and I almost blew up. Oh, and I blew up anyway. What is that, Bounty Hunter? Lego fan, is that the one it is? That change would apply to? I suppose. Yeah, 50% power-up chance on a kill, 50% power-up. Or no, it's not. It's not. Bounty Hunter has nothing to do with that anymore. Bounty Hunter is 10% faster card cooldowns, 25% faster cooldowns, and 50% faster cooldowns. The whole thing about Bounty Hunter being about getting power-ups more frequently has completely changed. How's that for some shit? Okay. Don't fall down there. I done blowed up stuff. Not a door. This is a door.
The rebels and their droid unit are cornered. Make sure they do not reach the...
Whoa!
It's gonna take more than that to stop me.
Okay, you can do that with this one. You know. I am remembering playing this. I'm remembering fondly The Force Unleashed. That first mission that you play as Starkiller in The Force Unleashed. Yeah. Is it in the Collector's Edition? I don't know what you mean by is it in the Collector's Edition. Or is it the Collector's Edition? There is the new release is only a Collector's Edition. That's just what they're calling any release that has the 3D in it. Oh crap! Almost fell. I wonder if you can stand on that. Yes, you can stand on it. If you had the Force, you could like stack them and climb up to the top, Galen Merrick Starkiller style, probably. Oh, I got it, bros. Nope, I don't. Because did my shield not activate or did it get knocked out? I don't know what just happened. It must have activated. Oh! Ah, come on. Spawn me way back there. Stop those rebels! Okay, that was some bullshit. That should not have bounced back. Whatever. I'll go around. Woo! Alright, guys, we are gonna do a Dioxis grenade now! Dead, but the Dioxis did some damage. Dioxis. Whoa! I need to go around so I can get back in the Dioxis grenade range.
Deny the rebels access to the hangar. That is their escape route.
Oh! Smoke with the scattergun. El smoked. Oh, grande. Okay, if we can just keep them from getting here for 40 more seconds, the Empire wins. Shit! The droid is stopped, but it's like almost there. Almost
Hold
there.
on a little longer. Reinforcements will arrive soon.
30 seconds. Alright, we got the Dioxis grenade out there. Dioxis, do your thing. 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Oh, we got this. We got this. And victory. I still want to see the Rebel side of the last stage, though. I've only seen the Imperial side of the trench run. And only the Imperial side of this, too, come to think of it. Oh! Most defensive kills! Which means, like... Oh, probably defending the droid is what they mean. As opposed to self-defense. Most defensive kills. So many different ways that I could put that. Okay, where am I? I didn't pay attention. Cool. Alright, I need to not just press the button and go to the mode. I need to actually look and see where I am. Because I may have enough credits now to unlock another of those HUD contracts. How's about we load? There we go. Blast. Didn't actually want to play Blast, so I can jump out of... Well, I can just take my freaking time and then jump out of here. Okay, so... Oh, yeah, shoot. I can go ahead and get another one of those contracts. Oh. Okay, we got... Heal 10 team members, reach level 3 on Survivalist, which I already play as. Get 20 kills while playing with the Scout trait. Get 10 explosive kills. Laser trip mine medical droid. I'm going with this one. Explosive kills. Scout trait. Okay. So I need to switch to a scout. And I need to switch to something explosive. I'll go with homing shot. I don't know if it's going to be worthwhile or not. I may need to switch out of that, but we'll stick with homing shot for now. And I might as well go ahead and go into blast then, if that's the case. Okay, see you random. Proximity bomb.
I want those rebels eliminated.
Another proximity bomb. Ah, shit. Trying to lock on. I forgot the lock on homing shot is freaking horrible now. I thought they had tweaked it to make it less horrible, or maybe it was just the speed of the projectile that they fixed. And it hit the wall anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna have to probably switch to a different explosive. Yo, you got to do what you got to do, yo. Ah, balls. Do this, maybe one more of the assist of it. Maybe one more of battle station. Just looking at the time here. So now it's one. Oh well, so it still sucks. Fantastic. So. I knew they tweaked it the one time, and I hadn't really used it since that tweak. Get him! Yeah, that's one. How many explosive kills is it? I need 10 or something. Open the door, bitches. You know you want to open the door, bitches. Whoa! Up. Nope, got killed. Too close. I don't know about when to do that survivalist get to level 10 thing for that other one. I may have to do that on like just the standard modes. Whoa, ho! Ah! Right into the door. At least this is going fast, and they're kicking our asses. I'm not even trying to get actual kills. I just want to get more explosive kills for my hot contract. What the hell was that? Man! Boom! Oh, okay, I was gonna say, if that didn't hit him, that was going to be some bullshit, Holmes. Oh, shit.
You're fine, come on.
The rebel scum are pushing it back.
Where are you going? Oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's shooting. Ah, there he is. Oh, come on. It didn't even... It stopped blocking. It got like... And then stopped. Could it be that I was just dead and there was a slight amount of lag, though? I sucked. Of course, helps that I was trying to do nothing but homing shots, so... Shano. I do want to quit, but I want to do it once it's giving me my stuff. My XP. Cannot believe I've got to grind all the freaking way up to 90 to get to max rank again. Granted, I guess in theory that should give me enough credits to be able to unlock more of my upgraded star cards and get the ridiculous amounts needed for some of the new outfits. Cannot believe that the bulk of the customization options in this game is freaking dress up. No character classes, nothing. Star Wars Battlefront. Do you remember what you liked about the original Battlefront, Battlefront 2, and PSP Battlefront releases? Well, throw it out the window because we're giving you something else. Did you like Battlefield? Then yeah, you'll probably like this. Except there's no story. Enjoy. Time is it somewhere? Almost 5 o'clock. Yep. I started this at 3 and we're almost at the 2-hour mark, so yep. Hopefully it won't crap out after 2 hours. It used to crap out at 2 hours a lot of times on my, whoa, old connection. Who am I voting for? If I vote at all, I will probably skip the presidential line. Honestly. I am very much never Trump. I am very much never Hillary. And Gary Johnson has been looking more and more like a moron the last couple of weeks who doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. And Stein is pretty far left. So apparently I'll be skipping the presidential line, or I will do as Eric Erickson intends to, and I will write in someone. He's writing in Peyton Manning. I may write in Palpatine because, hell, it's what we're choosing from anyway. Which Sith Lord would you like? So, might as well go with the Sith Lord we know. Someone tries to hold us back. Battle stations. If someone tries to brainwash me, battle stations. I forget who it is. That may be Winger. From the old Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey soundtrack. I lost he's had too many flubs lately that are just like, duh. What was it? I forget what it was. There was one in the last couple of days that just had me facepalm, but I forget what it was offhand. Oh, I only need one more headshot. Why is my gun glowing? Did you see my gun just glow? My gun just glowed. Battle station, the rescue. What? Oh, wow, in mid-match. Okay.
The rebels
And it's the Imperial side again. I've yet to play the Rebel side of anything for Battle Station except I think the one time where we lost in the first stage.
Our bounty hunter has been brought in to add a little...
Heals him! Heals him! Heals them all! Whew. I bet you can't target those droids that are just kind of standing there. Mother! I was still stuck on homing rocket, homing shot. Homing shot to the face, and you're to blame. Come on. Come on! Y'all know you rebels are out there somewhere.
Hired to assist you.
You're a rebel to lock onto.
Well done, stopping the droid. Now, take the rebels out.
That filthy beast Chewbacca is finally finished.
How you gonna talk about Chewbacca? Ah, shit.
9 Num is in your zone. Terminate the scum.
Come on. Need somebody who I can kill with a homing shot. Ah, he's gonna go around the corner and miss it. I didn't get anybody. Oh no! True, he is the only one talking about the Constitution. Not necessarily always correct about the Constitution, but he is talking about the Constitution. I don't know. Johnson is odd for a libertarian because he doesn't actually hold fully libertarian views. So, but yeah, I may not even vote. I haven't decided yet. I need to see what kind of, well, there are a couple of important local issues on the ballot as issue votes, referendums rather than local races that I may wind up going to vote specifically to deal with. Like there's a big one right now on local schools where basically if the school is failing, the state can come in and take it over for X number of years to basically get their shit straight. Which is a big deal and highly controversial. The school that I used to teach at is actually one of them. And it's interesting because I wonder what that will do, because I'm assuming that will change our clientele, essentially, for the online school that I teach at, because any school that is in that category would no longer be considered a school in our school district. It would be considered part of a state-run district of however many schools it is, which would lower our number of students, possibly, but the schools that are failing tend to be the schools that aren't utilizing our services much either.
Not let that happen.
Where they're so worried about losing teacher jobs in their building that they're not willing to enroll students in online classes, because if you enroll like 180 students into online classes, I think it's 180, you're running the risk of losing a teacher on your staff because there's not a need for them in the building. I go back here and get to something. That didn't actually help. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, come on! Staring at her with my homing shot and nothing. I am not throwing my homing shot. Again, a joke that only those who are fans of Hamilton will understand, but those who do will find it amusing. Stormtrooper, do not throw away your shot. There you go. Where am I on that one? 46%.
Wow, that's a hole. Hey, y'all guys ought to cover up this hole up in here. Somebody could fall into it and wind up dead. Oh, mother.
From behind. Probably somebody else who's going for one of the same hut contracts that I am.
Ah, shit.
Pop, pop, pop. Nope.
Block the assault team from making any more progress. They are attempting to steal a droid we have on lockdown.
Now, do you want me to block them from making more progress or progress? Because those are possibly two different things. Oh my god, does that mean that the Rebel Alliance are a bunch of progressives? Oh shit, I'm on the wrong side. Yeah, there's not... I mean, our ballot initiatives are relatively light this year. And there aren't really a lot of major local races because the governor's race, for instance, is not up. And the balance within the state house is expected to be pretty even. Because Georgia tends to be pretty heavily Republican outside of the Atlanta area. So really the only area that's up for grabs is the Atlanta area. And that's a sizable part of the electorate, but not enough to make massive sweeping changes to the state. Stop that! Stop! What the frack was that? I tried to stop him. It kept swirling and never swirled all the freaking way around. What? My homing shot not kill him? Somebody must have killed him before the homing shot got to him. That was some bullshit! Hey, kill him. Alright, stop it. Go! Ah, motherfrackin'. One melee hit killed me as I'm running?
Hold them off a little longer.
Did they tweak the melee attacks? Could have been another ninja nerf. Or ninja buff in that case. Hold the door! Hodor! Hodor! Ah, shit. Is it too soon for Hodor joke?
Push these rebels back. Reinforcements are on their way.
I always thought the Hodor was the thing that was like in the back of the Oval Office that Bill used to use to get his bitches through. Yeah! Alright, protect the precious! The R2-D2 precious! Boom! Where am I? Yes, I did. Oh, I'm at 86%. I like it.
Cover the detention
I like it a lot.
We need to block the rebels' access to the droid.
Wow, that's a lot of smoke. Stop the rebels!
Let's get him! Nice shot!
Lock on, you piece of crap! What the fuck? Is it having... I guess it's having trouble locking on because there are so many characters around, it's trying to lock on to multiple? Oh my god! One of you mother... Oh my god.
This rescue attempt in its tracks. Do not let them make
Not
any more
digging.
progress with that droid
Something
unit.
is up with the way that the activation mechanic works with those, it seems like. Like most things, if you run up on it and you start doing the circle around it, the other characters won't be able to. Instead, it appears that it's like multiple characters trying to do it at once, so you'll like stop partway through the activation. Which is not the way it generally works. But okay, whatever. Gotta make sure nobody gets in here. Uh-oh. Somebody took him out right before I did, or right before I tried to, I guess. Ah! They're coming from the side! See, like, issues like those would actually draw people to the polls, but I don't really see that happening. Wow. So, again, trying to do the thinging and not playing in the first round probably did not help the fact that my score and my XP for this one sucked. But this will be the last one. I'll need to split so that it doesn't boot me out or kill the stream. I'm crazy paranoid about the stream dying because usually it's a little while after 2 hours it just croaks. All right. 4 more explosive kills and I've got the sapper getting there with the other ones. I'll do a check before I shut off the stream. Leave game. Oh, okay. Oh, that's not what he meant. Oh, I do have a chat head open. Is Michael back? Yeah, okay. Hit. We can probably stream later this week also, period. Yeah, it looks like Michael is going to be doing a guest spot on another podcast tonight. Since he hasn't had a chance to play Death Star, he'll have a chance to play Death Star later, possibly stream with me at some point. But in particular, we're going to still talk about it on the next episode. We both need to have enough experience with Death Star to be able to really talk about it. So, let's see where I am on the HUT contracts. It needs to load correctly because that looks stupid. Active. I almost have enough to buy another one. Alright, so we got 10 kills with blaster pistols, but I haven't been using them. 25 kills as Han Solo, but I haven't been playing as him. 3 blaster pistol streaks, I haven't been playing with the pistol. So Dark Enforcer is still sitting there at Jack. I have, let's see, holy crap, that's a lot. I still have, 53 heavy blaster kills to get, to finally get that one. Crap, that's a lot. Wow, okay. And only 4 more explosive kills to get Sapper. Next time I play, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get enough credits to be able to get the other locked one, which is Medical Droid. And then these are 8,000 a piece to get the level 2 version of each. Heal 20 team members, get a total of 15,000 objective score on Battle Station. 50 explosive kills, and 5 kills with laser trip mine. That's freaking insane. Sapper is going to be playing the long game. That is a long, grinding kind of thing. Unless, I'm assuming that missiles in Fighter Squadron don't count. They didn't used to. Alright, so, for those who are still watching, the quick spiel, and then we'll roll here. Thank you very much for watching. Of course, I am Nathan P. Butler. This is my channel. On this channel, you will find things like my Star Wars vlog, the voice of reason or lack thereof. You will find from the Star Wars Home Video Library, looking at Star Wars Home Video releases from the U.S. and in some cases elsewhere. Very, very comprehensive series. We have video reviews for Fantasy Flight Games, materials like the RPG, the different miniatures games, the card game, and whatnot. If you're looking for my Star Wars Timeline Gold, the most comprehensive Star Wars chronology available anywhere, which is about to have a 2016 edition released on October 17th, that's going to finally break the 3,000-page mark across the 5 documents in it. You can find that at StarWarsFanWorks.com/timeline. But again, new edition is coming about a month from now. If you're looking for the podcast I'm involved in, you can check out Cloud City Casino, a Star Wars gaming podcast that is tabletop gaming and video gaming with Michael Morris over at StarWarsReport.com. You can also check out Star Wars Beyond the Films, where me and Mark Hurtleman talk about legends and canon Star Wars stories over at StarWarsReport.com as well. So that's the spiel. I'll be doing another stream possibly as early as tomorrow. It's just going to depend on, tomorrow I'm doing some school visits, so it's going to depend on when I get back and what things look like as far as what to catch up on once I get back here from doing school visits. Same thing on Thursday and meetings on Friday. So it's just going to depend. If I do streams, it'll pretty much guaranteed have to be an afternoon thing or a late afternoon, evening thing while the students are kind of on their way home and things like that. So with that, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed Death Star. I hope you get a chance to play Death Star. And I'll see you next time with more of Death Star on the Battlefront Livestream Podcast.